Hello LEGO friends, Matt from Brooks here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at a reimagined build with a corner deli and a donut shop. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. Here we're going to take a look at a build, or a set of builds that I kind of tore down, or at least in part tore down, rebuilt into some other stuff. You may remember this plate contained the LEGO 3-in-1 corner deli. It had my comic shop MOC build, and it had this toy store build. This is also a 3-in-1 from a number of years ago. I was rethinking some stuff and decided I wanted to rebuild some things on this plate. Namely, because I found this panel piece that I had bought a number of years ago in the back of one of my storage containers. Wanted to build something from that. So this is now the corner deli. Corner, basically. Toy shop is basically unchanged, so I'm not really going to bother reviewing anything with that. But I do want to obviously highlight the deli build and the little donut shop here, which is inspired from a friend's set that I got a couple years ago as well. We'll quickly start outside here. I did take away the little rocket ship ride that was here, and I put in some tables and stuff because it is a deli. Wanted to have some places for people to sit and all that stuff, and wanted to have some life on the plate, so you can see people walking in out of the toy store and all that. Somebody coming out of the deli with a drink. We got a family here eating at the picnic bench. Looks like a young girl's meeting her father with a bag. Yay! And then something happening back there at the donut shop. So let me start by taking a look at the deli, and we'll go from there. Okay, I had previously wired this plate up for lighting, so I didn't have to do a lot in terms of backwards work to get lighting in place for these two buildings, thankfully. So this does have lighting in here. One large light that lights up the entire building. This is a single floor type of space. We got a lot of stuff going on here. So obviously it is a deli. So the main feature is a large kitchen and ordering space. We've got a cook. I don't know if that's the owner too or not, but looks like he's making a very large sandwich for this customer that came in and put an order in. I do have a drink machine back there. I have a takeout window as well. Just because the original corner deli had one of those, I thought it'd just be kind of a nice little nod to that. Have a menu board. I forget where these stickers came from, but I figured they would work well enough. Various condiments and all that stuff sitting here. A little sink. We got a grilling stove and a refrigerator. And then a display case that has meats, vegetables, and all that stuff. Basically kind of what you would see like at a Subway or any other prep place that has these kind of things. Similar idea. It works well enough. And just in the spirit of wanting to have it be an eatery, I wanted to have at least one place where a couple figures could sit. So because of how the panel actually works, I was able to create like a little raised platform with a table. So we got a nice couple here enjoying a sandwich right behind the sign. I think it sets a really nice framing of that sign. Again, pardon this piece right here that has the light underneath it there. This is a red building. I basically was using a lot of pieces from the comic shop itself that I tore down to build this. But because the panel piece has red curtains, I figured it actually worked really well. And when all was said and done, I'm honestly really happy with this. Only thing I'm actually waiting on for this build is, as of the recording of this video, a very special piece and a bricklink order that's been delayed for some reason. But it doesn't affect the overall design of the building. Otherwise, it'll just be something that I'll add externally to it later on. But this is the inspiration for the rebuild, and I'm quite happy with how it came out. Next, we're going to go from Ari's Village Deli over to this little donut shop. This started out as a simple 2 or 3 deep friend set donut shop facade, and I had it sitting around for a long time, didn't know what to do with it. And I had this corner space. This is where the original corner deli used to occupy, and it was a small square space. I decided I wanted to use that donut shop to fill in here, because that would be a great little just walk-up kiosk where folks can buy some donuts and maybe some hot beverages or something. So I've kind of modded this into a full stand, fully enclosed, and it is lit up. So we're going to head and take a look at that. Okay, before I go into the shop, I did want to show this real quick. This is technically off grid in a sense. I mean, it's attached on the grid, but it's off kilter. It's not squared. There are 3 jumpers that are holding this in place, so it's not going anywhere. But I did want to show how that looks. It's just right on the edge of the plate, just barely. I should be okay with the placement of this. But I did want to highlight, there's a little bit of greenery right in the back here because I had nothing else to put here. And you can see there is a little space for the wire to run in for the building, for lighting it up. And the greenery hides that really well. There is a little doorway here for the owner to, or the connoisseur here, whoever you want to call her, to come in and out for the shop. You can have a look inside here. There is a little drawer. There's the till right there. You can see the donuts. There's some baking equipment. There's an oven and all that stuff, a refrigerator, drink machines and all that good stuff. It's honestly very simplistic. There's not a lot going on here, but I just like the spirit of it and want to include it in the city. Let me get the roof off real quick and just have a quick look inside. Alright, I do have to leave that hanging because the light is actually attached there. I'm using a yellow set of pieces here to give off a nice warm lamp color instead of just a cold white light. But you can see inside there's pretty much using all the stuff from the front side. Just added a few more things to the MOC. There's the till. There's the main feature, of course, all the different donuts and all that good stuff. I just basically added a back wall to it and created a roof and all that. So it's simple, but it works. Let's check out these builds lit up. This is what I love. I've gone down the lighting rabbit hole for my Lego city. No regrets. I love what I'm doing. I'm trying to be careful about how I do it with my components, just enough to get the perspective of seeing inside the buildings. It's a little overkill for that building, but it's okay. You can see every floor of, well, the top floor I did not light up here, but this floor and this floor of the toy shop did get lit up before. The corner deli, Ari's Village Deli, is definitely lit up, so you can get the nice atmosphere going on there. You can see inside the couple eating against the backdrop of the panel, the sign. You can see that food is being prepared and cooked for that order. A little street lamp there, and then of course the backdrop of the donut shop with all the donuts. Very, very enticing with that sign too, right? You know you want to walk up and get a couple of donuts and a beverage, so maybe the young lady there is going to try to entice her dad after buying some toys to go get a donut. So, love lighting. These are the cases where it makes me really happy. Is now I can see the life inside of the buildings because I love detailing, and this is where it truly matters. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this updated look at what used to be the comic shop corner and is now the Ari's Corner Deli corner. Very happy with this build. It came out really good over the course of a few different live streams, as did my little donut shop build. They all look pretty good in place here. It's going to look great in the city when I get placed in that, as I look at redoing that this year as well. But I hope you enjoyed that look at these revamped MOCs. As always, please follow me over on Twitch at Brooks Bricks, where I build all this great stuff with a great community of folks having fun there. And a reminder, I do simulcast on YouTube as well, so please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.